So this week, guys, data mining in Battlefield 5 is once again the topic of discussion dominating Battlefield social media channels. And to be honest, I didn't really want to make this video. I generally like to make more positive ones, but well, here goes, and let's find out. So guys, it's become pretty obvious to me in the last few years that I've got a weakness that lets me down a bit here on YouTube and other social media channels, and that's that I've got pretty strong beliefs about what's right, and I won't do something that I don't like or agree with just to get more clicks. Which is a good lead into what we're going to talk about today, data mining, which in my opinion is rapidly becoming a massive problem for the Battlefield franchise. And I say my opinion because this is bound to be a controversial topic, so if you agree or you disagree, I don't care, feel free to hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down button. Now, the reason I think this is a problem though is because Battlefield 5 already has an expectations problem. At least for this game, the community expects probably more than DICE can actually deliver. And look, we're not going to get into that topic. You can point the finger in a whole bunch of different directions, but a big part of the problem, I think, is that we live in an era of the live service where updates and dev posts are supposed to come out on a weekly basis. We expect something all of the time, and especially here on YouTube, when we creators don't get it, we talk about it frequently and loudly. And so for a lot of people, data mining helps to fill that gap that official channels aren't, but well, I don't really think that's right, and in this video, I want to tell you why I think that's wrong. So what is data mining anyway? Well, it's when people go through the files of a piece of software to find hidden information about what's coming in future updates. And make no mistake, guys, it's hidden, because if it wasn't, well, the devs would have announced and released it already. The problem is more than half of the stuff that data miners actually manage to turn over is either half finished or has been dropped from production already. And credit where credit's due, most data miners do try to make it clear that's the case, but that still doesn't stop the community from the fantasy of thinking that it's all real content coming soon. The biggest problem with data mining in Battlefield 5 though is, like I said, community expectations are already at an all-time high, and unfortunately many people are starting to trust data miners more than the actual dev team because they feel like the dev team are keeping something from them that's rightfully theirs. But the fact is, I feel like a lot of people are getting their hopes up about stuff that's never actually going to be released anyway, and even if it was, it's up to the devs when it does get released. And even if it does get released, by that time, all the hype and anticipation of that new content will have long since gone, and we'll be on to talking about the next rounds of unconfirmed leaks. Now, the reason I bring this topic up today is because this week, one of the more prominent data miners, which I'm not going to mention in this video, released a post about a new Japanese rocket call-in that they claimed would be in the upcoming Pacific DLC. And as you can see, the Yokosuka MXY-7 Oka is essentially a manned bomb. So basically, the OP was implying that DICE would be comfortable putting kamikaze pilots in a game like Battlefield 5. Now, normally the Battlefield team doesn't comment on leaks like this, but as you can imagine, EA community managers Adam Freeman and Jeff Braddock were both quick to call out this as false. And just on a side note, this isn't the first time either that this particular miner has released something controversial he supposedly found in the game files. It actually makes me wonder whether he's making these things up for the shock value just to get those clicks I mentioned before. And with that being said, that brings me back to the original question, which is data mining hurting Battlefield 5 and is it wrong? And I'd say after this week, the answer is definitely yes, it is. Because maybe it is generating extra hype, maybe it is filling that communications gap we talked about before, but at least from this one post, if we didn't already know, we now know at least some of it is probably BS. So with that being said, what I'd like to see DICE do is either encrypt the game files so that people can't access them and release this sort of stuff, or maybe rewrite their terms of service to consider this sort of stuff ban-worthy for people who actually do it. Because let me frame it in a different way. I'm a creator just like DICE are creators. If someone hacked into my computer and released one of my half-finished YouTube videos, I'd be super pissed, because it's the creator's choice when content gets released and who gets to see it. But anyway, guys, that just about wraps up this quick update video. So as always, make sure you let me know what you think about anything you've seen in this one down below. And like I said, this is bound to be a controversial topic, so if you agree, hit the thumbs up button. If you don't, hit the thumbs down. I don't really care. Just make sure you let me know what you think in the comments. As always, though, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and please feel free to check out the links in the description if you want to see any more of these videos. And also, don't forget you can find my Twitter and Discord links down there as well if you want to keep in touch. And as always, until next time, see you later, and have a good one.